self-care is important? Self-care is a popular topic these days, but it is often poorly explained. You keep seeing it mentioned, yet you don't have a clear sense of how you're supposed to add it to your life. Alternatively, maybe you aren't convinced that you should practice regular self-care. Maybe you think your resources are better saved for working and for looking after others. So, what is self care and why is it so important? As it turns out, there are many different self care practices, and not all of them suit everyone. This guide will take you through the reasons why you need at least some sort of self care in your routine, and will help you understand the specific changes you need to make. Self care is a broad term that encompasses just about anything you do to be good to yourself. It's about being as kind to yourself as you would be to others. However, it's important to note that not everything that feels good is self care. We can also be tempted to use unhealthy coping mechanisms like drugs, alcohol, overeating, and risk taking. These self-destructive activities helps us to regulate challenging emotions, but the relief is temporary. The difference between unhealthy coping mechanisms and self-care activities is that the latter is uncontroversially good for you. When practiced correctly, self-care has a long-term benefit for the mind, the body, or both. As hinted above, there are many benefits of self-care, and the most obvious relates to mood and energy levels. However, as it turns out, research shows wider ranging benefits as well. Benefit of self-care includes better productivity, improved resistance to disease, better physical health, enhanced self-esteem, increased self-knowledge, and more to give. One of the main excuses people make for ignoring articles about self-care is that they just don't have time. The great news is that there are many different self-care practices, and none of them are especially difficult or require a lot of planning. The trick is to find some that you genuinely enjoy and that fit with your life and values. Once you start adding emotional self-care to your life, you're likely to become fiercely protective of that time and wonder how you ever manage without it. No matter how indulgent or fancy the term may sound, self care is crucial for our physical, emotional, and mental well being. You shouldn't neglect self care and know your worth. Self care is important to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself as it produces positive feelings and boosts your confidence and self esteem. Also, self care is necessary to remind yourself and others that you and your needs are important too. Stress management also can help. Constant stress and anxiety can have an adverse effect on your mental and physical health. Smart self care habits like eating healthy, connecting with a loved one, or practicing meditation cuts down the toxic effects of stress by improving your mood and boosting your energy and confidence levels. You also must start living and stop existing. It's important to remember that taking care of yourself is also your responsibility. Make your life more purposefully by giving you a new reason to get up in the morning. Self care isn't just important, it's crucial. It's easy to neglect taking care of ourselves because when we're busy and overwhelmed, even a small reprieve feels like a luxury. Self care actually helps you make progress faster for a few reasons. Self care prevents overall burnout, it also reduces the negative effects of stress. Self care also helps you refocus. Breaks are the epitome of self care, and study shows they're great for helping you perform better. Sometimes treat self care as a reward, but you must always remember that self care is not a reward, it's a part of the process.